Hello Math 30-1 and welcome to your lesson with operations on functions, okay? So what we're going to do today is, we have two functions and we're going to apply operations to them, whether it be adding, subtracting, multiplying, or division, or some difference, product, quotient of functions, okay? So here's our little warm-up. Now, we have f of x here and g of x there, and we're just going to solve this. So first one is the sum. That's 7 minus 7 is negative 14. Next one is 5 and 6. Well, that's going to give me negative 11. And I have negative 8. Keep an eye on these. Negative 5, negative 2, 1. I'm starting to see the pattern already. And I get 4, 7, 10. Let's take a look at this. When we start subtracting them, 0. Huh. Negative 5, subtract negative 6, gives me plus 1. Negative 3, 2. Starting to see a pattern. And we have 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Well, let's take a look here. See if we can make up the equation. This equation here, f of x, is, if I look at it, every time I am going down by, or I'm going up by 2. So it's 2x, and at 0 plus 1. Okay? Remember doing that a long time ago? See what g of x is. G of x, every time I'm going up by 1. That's x. And right here we have minus 3. Minus 3. Okay? Now let's take a look at this here. We have 3, 3, 3. We're going up by 3. So it's 3x. And we have minus 2. Now this one here, we're going up by 1. So it's x plus 4. We can make an equation for each of those. Well, how are these related to those? This one here, how do I get this for a solution? I'm going to go, we have 2x plus 1, and we're going to add x plus 3, oops, x subtract 3, x plus 3, x subtract 3, I'm going to end up getting 3x minus 2. So if I combine these and add them together, add this equation, isn't that equation that we get right there by finding the pattern? Interesting. Let's take a look at the next one. We have 2x plus 1, and we're going to, plus 1, and we're going to subtract x minus 3. So it's like saying 2x subtract x gives me x, 1 subtract negative 3 gives me positive 4. Look at how that is. So basically, we just add or subtract the equations. That's what it says. When we do this, we could just add or subtract our x's or our equations and give us our new line, which is this new line. When we subtract them, we have a slope of 1 and a y-intercept of 4. Here, we have a slope of 3, y-intercept of negative 2. And we add and subtract them, combining the two equations. All right? Then it wants us to plot it. I'm going to skip that there. Also, you could do number 2 here, which is looking at the quadratics. I do suggest you try and finish these explorations and then continue. So once you're done those explorations, I expect you to pause right now, finish those explanations, and then resume and continue with me here. Let's take a look at this. We have f of x plus g of x. Okay? Well, we want to add the two equations. Here's equation 1, equation 2. X cubed minus 2x squared plus 6. And then we want to add x cubed minus 2x plus 6. So let's add these together. This is cubed. I'm going to get 2x cubed, and we have negative 2x squared. There's no other x squared. Negative 2x, there's another x. And then we have plus 12. That's the two equations added. All right, let's look at this next one. We want to subtract the two equations. We have x cubed minus 2x squared plus 6. And then we have here, we're subtracting. I'm going to put in brackets, x cubed minus 2x plus 6. Okay? So let's subtract. We have x cubed, subtract x cubed. They cancel each other off. Negative 2x squared, there's no other 2x squared. So we have negative 2x squared. Done with that. 6 minus 6, these cancel each other off. Minus positive 6 cancel each other off. And we're also left with, we have to take away a negative 2x. So if we take away negative 2x, that's the same thing as adding 2x. Okay? I could even factor that. This is 2, negative 2, x squared minus, or 2x, x squared minus, or x minus 1. We can look at that. If I want, I can factor it, or we can leave it as is. Probably, this is the best answer. All right, now, complete the following statements. F of x plus g of x is a sum of two functions f and g, okay? It also can be written as this, which is the same as, in this case, negative 2x, whoops, wrong one, let's copy the subtraction, 2x to the cube minus 2x squared minus 2x plus 12. All right, let's take a look at the next one. We have f of x minus g of x is a difference. And this can be written as that's f minus g, working of x, and this is negative 2x squared plus 2x, okay? I'm not writing in the factor form now. Now, it wants us to evaluate all this if we have negative 2. So it's saying x is equal to negative 2. So we're going to put in negative 2 for every x when we're plussing. So it's going to be 2, and we have negative 2 cubed, and we minus 2, negative 2 squared, minus 2 times negative 2, then we're going plus 12, okay? So negative 8, negative 16, minus, this is going to be 4, 8, and we're going to have to plus 4, plus 12. Now this is going to cancel that. I get negative 8 for my answer. All right? Let's take a look at the next one. We want f, and we have root 6. Okay, so let's plug that in. We have negative 2, and then we have root, square root, and we have to square 6. We want to square it, and then we're going to plus 2 root 6, okay? Because that is my x. Well, this is the same as negative 12 plus 2 root 6. And I kind of have to keep it like that. I can't simplify it anymore, can I? So this one's done. So these are my two answers. Okay? Let's look at example number 2. It says, a multimedia production company produces DVDs which cost $3 per unit. The fixed costs, including the graphics, are $10,000 irrespective of the number of DVDs produced. Okay? Each DVD retails for $15. Now, so it's $10,000 no matter what. Doesn't matter how many are produced, it's going to be $10,000 for the graphics. So if X is the number of units produced, answer the following terms in terms of X. It says, write the total cost, Cx, of the function of the number of units produced. So we want to know the cost. So Cx, cost of the function. Well, we know the total cost is, no matter what, they have to pay $10,000 for the number of DVDs. 10,000. And then it costs, the DVD costs $3 per unit. So we have to add 3x. Because each DVD is going to be x, as it says. Number of units produced, x. So that is the total cost. Now we want to find the revenue of units produced. So revenue is going to be equal to, well, they get $15 a CD, so that's 15x. Okay? Now write the company's profit as a function of units. Well, your profit is going to be revenue subtract cost is going to equal to px, right? So in this case, this is the same thing as, well, revenue is 15x, and we want to subtract 10,000 plus 3x. Okay? So it's a subtraction. This one, this equation, which is Rx, subtract that one. So we end up getting minus 3x minus 10,000, which gives us 12x minus 10,000. All right? Now it says determine the company's profit if 20,000 DVDs are produced. So that's going to be 12 multiplied by 20, and then we minus 1,000, or 10,000. Now we plug that into our calculator. I am going to get $230 produced, okay? Because this is 2,000 or 240,000 minus 10,000 is $230,000. And that's it. Hopefully you understood this, and good luck as I see you tomorrow and we try and solve these together.